Hey, what's going on? Hello, 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 hello. Can y'all hear me good? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? How y'all doing? Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. What's up, what's up, what's up, y'all? What's up? This is Pop-Up Live, y'all. Just saying hello. Let me get this music down a little bit more. How y'all been? How y'all been? How you doing? How you doing? The link is pinned, y'all. Come on up. Anybody can come on up and holler at me. How's y'all's Monday? I was off today. I wish I had a regular job that I could be off on the weekends, but unfortunately, that's not the case with me. But happy Monday. Good to see all of y'all. The link is pinned, ladies and gentlemen. Let's come up and chat. We can chat about anything. Anything. What's on your mind? Let me salute the chat right quick as y'all are coming in. Got Thrive and Glow with Joe. What's going on, bestie? Thank you, thank you, thank you. You heard what she said. Welcome in, everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way in. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Thank you. You heard what she said. Salute to my bro, Young Riaz. How do you say it? Alhamdulillah. I didn't say it right. I butchered it. But alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. I got it. That means hold on. I think it means praise God and whatchamacallit. I think I got it right, Young Riaz, but I butchered it. I'm sorry. Salute to you, bro. Hey, Gisela, how you doing? And there's my sis. What's going on? It's just Stevie. Inside joke, y'all. Inside joke. We got the lovely algorithm in the house. What's going on, Just Jay? We got the lovely Denise in the house. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Got one of my day one attorneys. Well, the only attorney. Kevin Corporate. What's going on? What's going on? My little brother Lionel. What's going on, little bro? What's going on? What's going on? I think that is what's going on, Urban. Have a break, bro. Have a break. Hope you get well soon. Seriously. Hope you get well soon, bro. Get well. And you heard my sis. Y'all hit the like button as you come in. And we got somebody at the back door. What's going on, Kevin?
I can't call it.
What's happening with you, bro?
Just chilling, man. That's about it.
I hear you. Everything going all right in your way?
Yeah, somewhat.
Okay. I see you in the chats a lot. You know, you're always a day one supporter. It's good for you to come on up and chat, man. I'm just shooting the breeze with everybody, man.
I understand.
Yeah. So what is your take in all this? I know you're a sports guy, so what is your take in all the? I know you heard about the Luka trade,
Yeah,
and Lakers and all that. What do you think about all that?
I mean, if I was a Mavericks fan, I'm mad, but I would feel some type of way. You feel?
I do feel some type of way.
You can't let that ride just like everything cool. Like
I'm not cool with it at all. I think me and Urban we talked about that. I'm not cool with it at all, but we're gonna see. I'm not cool with that at all, but we're gonna see about it, man. You know what I mean? It's just a strange.
Yeah, because that caught everybody off guard. Because I thought in a million years I'd say I never saw that happen. Yeah, and then I had to think about it because they got a new owner.
Right.
Because I thought about it. I was like, she a woman, so she trying to put gambling down there.
Yep. And
so she probably didn't know, you know what I'm saying, who Luka was.
Right. Man,
and then And then they just took it out on the GM, like, all right, we want you dead pretty much. And they really want him dead for that shit. Like, I'm like, damn.
Man, I'm telling you, man, it's just.
I say, boy, this Dallas fans hostile, boy.
Man, I'm telling you, with that going on, and with the Cowboys losing Mike McCarthy, I didn't care much for him in the first place, but
I'm gonna be real with you. Too, but
okay, go
I thought y'all gonna get Bill. I ain't gonna front. I thought you gonna get Belichick for a minute. Yeah, no lie. I thought you gonna get Belichick because Atlanta had 2 chances to get him.
Right.
And they didn't take it. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, y'all got one of the best coaches in your building twice.
Yeah.
What other organization does that? Not that many.
I know, man. I know. It's just, see, a lot of people were pushing for Dion to get it too. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to think about it. Dion wasn't about to leave Colorado, bro. Come on, now. He making too much money. Yeah, he wasn't going to just throw that away to go to Dallas. And he gonna get full control of the team, but you know Jerry Jones gonna be somewhere creeping like an old man with a crooked cane. He gonna be around.
But if they were really serious about getting him, Jerry would pay whatever he would. You know, he paid what he would pay.
Yeah, he would have paid the money, but he wouldn't let Dion run that team properly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, not at all.
That's just like, okay, look at it like this. Look when you had Jimmy Johnson, one of the greatest coaches ever. And he done that man dirty. So that pretty much tell you right there what type of owner he really is.
Right.
An asshole, pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. It took him that long.
And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a Knicks fan. So I feel like Thibodeau. I hate this dude with a fucking passion right now. We done got our ass whooped the last 2 games. You lost to Cleveland by 37. Right. Then we got blown out by Boston a fucking game. I'm like, yo, y'all wanted to keep this motherfucker. Y'all see what type of coach he is. He fucked up Derrick Rose's career. He fucked up Luau Dang's career. Don't that tell you something? This nigga will run you into the ground. Like, damn.
Man.
But Silverback, that's just how passionate I feel, but I'm like, I'm gonna keep it respectable because I know how Knicks fans get antsy with that shit. But I'm at the point I'm gonna fucking snap to the. Like, I'm at that point, yo.
It seems like you done already snapped already.
Yeah. Because when I watched like 2 quarters when we played Cleveland, I said, come Sunday, which they played Boston, right? I told myself in my brain, I said, we gonna get our ass whipped again, and I was right. I was right. I was right.
But you know, like I said, you know, Boston, the Knicks still have a chance, though, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
gonna be frank, man. That's nice of you to say, but in my fucking mind, we don't because the defense is ass. He can't fucking coach no more. And then we trade for Mikal Bridges. You playing this nigga less minutes. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is you doing?
Man, but I really do believe the Knicks do really have a chance. Hey, sweet Rita, how you doing, love? How you doing? Did I miss anybody come up in the chat? Hey, y'all, any of y'all come on and pop on in, man.
I feel like I watched your video when you was talking about like politics and whatnot. And how you felt about it. And I just thought about it. I'm like, everybody gonna have their own opinion at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
You can be right or you can be wrong about it. At the end of the day, you got your own voice. And you gonna pretty much say what you want to say, which I get it. I mean, is it a touchy subject? Yeah. Any subject you talk about these days is very touchy.
Yeah.
But it's up to you how you handle it. And you also can adjust your words when you speak on a certain subject too.
Right.
But people don't look at it like that.
My thing is this, is that whenever a person I'm inclined when we talk about politics, I have an open mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my mind is subject to change. and everybody's mind subject to change.
Yeah.
And so because of that, you know what I'm saying, if there's something that I feel like I don't understand, I'll research it. And if it's still not understandable to me, I'm not going to back it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where, man, I politics and policies and all that type of stuff, I'll talk about it, but if it doesn't make sense to me, then I don't, you know. What's going on, OSD? What's going on, bro? Salute to you. Salute. So,
but the one thing I can't say about you, Silverback, yo, like from when we was doing live like this, I can see you more open minded now than you was before. You know what I'm saying? Because you was more like quiet. You really didn't say much.
oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And
Well, I was on other people's panel.
Yeah, I feel you, but like, you know what I'm saying? I know how bad you really want to say shit, but like, you was like, nah, I'm gonna be cool and just lay back. I get it, but you really want to let that shit out and pretty much know, like, this is some bullshit, pretty much.
So you already knew Vic back then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, cause like, Silverback, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. You was always a cool dude to me. You had your own little style, like you stayed mostly to yourself, and most people like that don't do that these days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. But you know, like I said, man, I took that ticker off. But it's one of those things where, man, where people are not, they don't have the wherewithal to have an open mind. Everybody, it's almost like people have a bunch of egos involved when it comes to.
Oh, you know that's gonna be an everyday thing. So that ain't gonna change.
Right, for sure. But you know, me, man, I've always been the type of person that I've been. If I don't understand the subject, I'll be humble enough to say that I don't know about that. Get back to you on that.
Yeah.
But if it's some reoccurring issues with whatever, and they say the definition of insanity is to keep repeating things, having the same results. And so if our country is repeating to do certain things and it doesn't render any results, then I'm going to question it. And I'm going, why we keep doing all this? You know what I'm saying? What's up with some more Gorilla? What's going on, little bro? Man. And like Denise says, you know, Denise has been a day one too. She says politics.
Yeah.
One of those things many can agree and disagree on, and that's true. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's a fact. I mean, like I said before, everybody gonna have a agree with something, and everybody gonna have a disagreement with something. It could be like that in regular life.
Fact.
In your regular life, it ain't got to be on the internet. It could be in your real actual life.
Right.
Like if you say something that you agree on, and I say something back, I can disagree on it. I ain't gonna get mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Because like you know, you have conversations with certain people, they get touchy about it. I'm like, bro, it's not that deep with it. You taking it more deep than it's supposed to be. That's like with a woman. I mean, a woman gonna have their perspective, and a man gonna have his perspective.
Correct.
They might agree or they might disagree. But again, I'm not gonna judge a woman on what they disagree on. I'm like, okay, I understand it, and I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, Dr. How you doing, love?
It's just like with most people, you can have a vibe with you pretty much know the people you gonna have a vibe with, and then you got those people that you really ain't gonna vibe with like that. You can pretty much tell who you gentle with and who you not cool with just like that.
Right.
And the one thing I like about you and E is y'all keep it, you know, on whatever y'all talk about, but y'all always keep it positive. Y'all don't never, you know what I'm saying, have any negative energy. And that's what I respect about y'all.
Well, you know, negative energy and positive energy, it's just in you. If you're negative, then if you're always negative, then that's something that's just you. You know what I mean? There is a time to bring things that are touchy subjects to conversation, you know what I mean? But is it worth you getting into a fight, being disrespectful and all that? No, man. Just like Denise just brought up here, she said, right, SBK, is it worth debating? I think things are not going to be worth debating whenever it causes a lot of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? If there's disrespect and all that, then you shouldn't debate it. But whenever you debate something, I put my personal feelings to the side and just deal with the facts. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just one of those things where, man, you're day one, man. You know how I go about it, how my speed goes about it, man. We try to be neutral on things, but at the same time, a lot of people are not like us. You know what I'm saying?
No, they really ain't. I mean, because like, I can't say y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna keep it a beam, and I can respect that because most people really don't. They'll tell you they will, but once it's all over with, you know it was some bullshit at the end of the day.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I pretty much get it. I mean, I done been on enough panels with you to know what type of person that you is. Same with E, you know what I'm saying? So I know who E is.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody gonna tell me no different about you or E because I know the both of y'all. I might not speak to y'all on a regular basis, but I know y'all as human beings. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So,
hold on just a second there.
All right.
Hold on just a second there. I want to say, so that's the best way to do it. Neutral works better and gives pushback. Exactly. That's where I am.
Yeah.
Oh, like, yeah.
Wow.
But hey man, before we go any further, I want to say shout out to OSD. That boy's doing his thing over there, man. Shout out to you. Going by leaps and bounds. Y'all go and subscribe to my boy OSD. Go subscribe to Thrive and Glow Joe. Hey, if anybody needs some motivation, any type of motivation, that's the channel to go to. So go subscribe to Thrive and Glow Joe. Subscribe to my sisters, Just Eat TV, and subscribe to our new podcast, Tap In Podcast. We had a great live this past Friday. We are back on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You guys go and check us out. Tap In Podcast. It's its own entity. Shout out OSD. It's its own entity. And it should have been done like that a long time ago, but you guys go and subscribe up. I know some moderators are going to put the our new channel in the chat. So if you have not subscribed to the Tap In Podcast, you guys go and subscribe up to it. All right, I got somebody at my back door. What's up with little bro?
Man, I'm working, so I can't be in the chat doing what I normally do.
I know. I kind of figured, man. What's on your mind there, little bro? What's on your mind?
How y'all doing this evening?
I'm doing good, man. Good. Doing good. I kind of figured when we were talking earlier today that you were taking a nap, getting ready for work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm here. I hope I don't write anyone up tonight.
Everybody show up. Our, to the show.
Oh no, I generally get here before everybody else.
Oh, okay. I got you. Well, since you're up here, Lionel, if you guys did not check out the interview that I did with Lionel almost 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I was here when you did it.
Yeah, man. You guys go check it out, man. Lionel told the story. And we're planning on doing a part 2. All right, so we're going to plan on doing a part 2. Lionel, I'll get with you, bro. You told me your days you're available, so we'll talk on the back end. But you guys go and look at that interview, man. My bro is very talented. He's an artist. He's a writer. Go subscribe up to his channel. He has a lot to offer, but the dude has a great mind. So I just, you guys go check out that interview. You hear? And so yeah, man, I appreciate you pulling up while you're at work, man. I don't want to get you in trouble, but I know you the head in the head, HNIC.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah, for sure. So I want your take. Me and Lionel was talking about now. Hold on, let me back up. Kevin, me and Lionel were debating about Kendrick and Kendrick Lamar. What are your thoughts about Kendrick?
About Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah, do you like him as an artist?
Yeah, he's a good artist.
Okay, I got you. Well, me and Urban and Lionel, we got disagreements on that. You know, we're brothers.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm really not. I'm not surprised.
But you know, he feels. Go ahead, give your thoughts about Kendrick. Well, give your thoughts about Kendrick, little bro.
I personally think he's overhyped and overrated. I don't think he's as lyrically talented as some other artists. But I'm just going to dismiss his hard work either, though. But there's not a single song I've listened to of his that made me want to repeat it. It's just like, it's whatever, and keep it going.
So compared to other artists that have good lyrics, give me some other artists that you admire.
Nasty Nas, AZ, Nature, Foxy Brown, Jadakiss, Fabulous. Like, I can drop names like that. I think they're all way more lyrically talented than him.
Oh yeah, without question. I mean, you got a valid point. But I'm saying I just like Kendrick as an artist.
And I don't knock anyone you don't.
I ain't like one of these people like fanboys, like they go crazy. I'm not like
that.
I'm not like that. But I respect your opinion. You know what I'm saying? I respect your opinion.
And and I don't knock anybody who likes him and whatnot or think he's good. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people don't like my opinion when I illustrate it.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, time out, fellas. I forgot. You guys go and subscribe up to Disrupt and Discuss podcast. That is my sis and her homegirl doing a podcast. They've had a podcast now for past couple months now, and great discussions. So y'all go subscribe up to Disrupt and Discuss. All right, it's in the link is in the chat. Y'all go subscribe up to my sis and her homegirl. They got some great content over there. So go check it out. But what is this? It's Kendrick got some seasonal songs, but here for a moment and then gone for years. Okay. So let me ask you something, Lionel. Is this an East Coast, West Coast thing for you? Is this an East Coast? Is that what that is, little bro?
I don't like his music. There's nothing on him. Because again, I'll say he's a hard worker. I'll say he deserves most of the awards he got compared to the talent that's out today. But ain't much else I can give him.
Okay. So you don't like I'm so sick and tired of the Photoshop. That goes hard. So you can't feel that. You can't even feel that song?
I can't. Not a single song he's done I can feel. I'm being legit.
Yeah. You hear what the chat is saying? Denise says interesting. DR says Drake can get on my nerves. So you're a big time Drake fan, right?
Heck no.
I thought you were.
I don't know why.
Okay. Maybe I got it wrong whenever you were saying that Drake is album sales compared to Kendrick.
Okay. Okay. Because that's me going off of just sheer data. If you're going off of sheer data, there's literally no other rapper that touches Drake. He is number one.
Oh yeah. From data
if you're going off of just sheer data.
Absolutely. I agree. But see, what I like about Kendrick is this. All the artists that you named, but I'm going to go even deeper. All the artists that you just named, Nas, Jadakiss, who else? Well, I'm a...
AZ, Nature, Foxy.
Yeah. But I'm going to go even deeper. KRS-One.
Yeah.
Rakim.
Yeah.
All those guys are lyricists.
Yeah.
I'm saying that he's a lyricist, even though you don't agree with that. But the wordplay that he has is, to me, it's on that level. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't like that. I know you don't like him, whatever. Hey, Gert, what's going on, love? Hey. But him and J. Cole, to me, today, they are the ones that bring back, like I said, you got the older guys, Jadakiss and Nas, they're still doing their thing. But you got the younger guys like Kendrick and J. Cole, who else? Your boy up, what's his name? Chance the Rapper? Is it Chance the Rapper? Yeah, Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper. Those guys are conscious rappers, man. You know, they talk about they're conscious rappers. In my opinion, they have substance. That's just me, man. But I might be wrong. But
no, I agree. They do have substance.
I think you're trying to bring an East Coast West Coast war.
That is hilarious. But I'm agreeing.
He's trying to redeem it. He's trying to bring it back.
I do agree that they have substance, though. So I agree with that.
Right. Oh yeah.
I'm just not a fan.
I got you. Okay, so who today? Besides the old, both of you guys, who today is some lyrical, substance style rappers in your opinion?
I'm gonna let Lionel go first.
Who today?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah, today. Yeah. It's hard to find.
You want to be honest?
You see,
today?
Yeah, today. Those are all East Coast rappers. Something like it's biased. Yeah, that's what I was saying, people. I'm like, he's an East Coast guy, man. So he's getting the.
Okay, so now that's partially true. I do believe that East Coast have the superior lyricists.
Yeah.
Pound for pound and sheer quality and consistency, East Coast rappers are the better lyricists.
I agree. That's where it originated from, and they should be the better lyricists. But the East Coast they've been influenced by us. And when I mean us, now the East Coast sound is sounding like down south sounds. What I mean? And so the Dirty South is kind of integrated into all the hip hop right now. So you rarely, and I know you didn't get an artist, you rarely find a good lyricist with substance these days. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I allow J. Cole and Kendrick.
But that also depends on who you're looking for, though. Hence why I use data I use data to prove a point. I was talking to my sister about this, and she was like, look at Kendrick's recent boom. It shows people are tired of the trash. And then I asked her, who was the best-selling artist last year? And she said, it was most likely Drake. I said, yeah, followed by Kendrick. And I said, who came in number 3? I told her Future. And she was like, how? And when she looked it up, she was like, holy crap. And I said, but these are the people that they're booming to.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to think about it. Future been out for a minute. So.
Future's been out for what, about 15 years? 10,
yeah.
15 years?
Yeah.
I like Future. I can't understand a damn thing he's saying, but I got Future on in my earphones every time I go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? So especially that Heroes to him and Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
Heroes song. I got that. That's my theme song. Boy, in the gym.
I think so, bro. Yeah.
But
I'm gonna be real with you, SBK. I'm from the East Coast too, so you know what I'm saying. Like,
you're gonna be biased towards the East Coast, but
I'm not gonna be biased because I listen to them. I'm not gonna be biased. No, you can't put me in that biased category. I listen to the West too. You feel me? I listen to the West too. No, you ain't about to throw me in that biased category.
But Urban says nobody cared about Ken until that fake beef between him and Drake. I have to disagree with that, Urban, and I'll tell you that. Jimbo says that man has 17 Grammys, Pulitzer Prize winner, as one of the top 3 selling tours ever. Lionel, your thoughts, sir?
So that was actually interesting. Like, no, and I'm being real. When I heard that he got that award, I actually started comparing him to anime writers and was trying to figure out how come these guys weren't winning awards for their creativity in writing. They have like boundless imagination,
right?
And I'm just sitting here like, this trash is what got him an award.
So what are your thoughts? So if that's the case, what are your thoughts on Eminem then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, and Jimbo says that. Oh, where I missed that. Oh, where'd it go? Jimbo. So, and that's prior to the Drake beef. So that's and he just answered my question, Urban. I mean, he just proved my point, but that's prior to the Drake beef. That's the reason why I had to disagree with you saying nobody cared nothing about Kendrick.
So before I go into the other one, to Urban's point, like even when they talk about streaming data, I mean, y'all can pull it up. It'll tell you that Kendrick's entire playlist went up 49% in listeners when that beef happened. 49% increase.
Hey, Sirius, how you doing, love? Get to see you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's understandable because of the controversy sales. You know what I'm saying?
So I get what Urban is trying to say because it did skyrocket. So it's kind of hard not to link that to the beat.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. Controversy sells. So his streaming went up. That happens. That happens each time there's some beef or any kind of
controversy goes sell all the time. That ain't nothing new.
Yeah, that's why people start beefs on YouTube. You know what I mean? To stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you notice how people bring that up. I'm just arguing this. Notice how people bring up the Grammys though, but that's only because people were talking about Drake's album sales, his tour sales, his number one.
But Drake's fans are usually women. I mean, they're usually women, and
I mean, he ain't lying.
The dude. So women are going to push those sales. So and then he, everything he puts out is going to be something. That's just the way he is. But that's all I was doing too. Just showing the objective truth behind it. Right. I agree with you on that. But let me read Urban's thing here. He says, no DJ plays Ken's tracks consistently until the fake beef with Drake. Throughout my years of DJing, no one never came to me and said, play Ken. All right, check this out. I've heard Urban say this before or whatever, and I have to disagree with the logic behind that. And I'm going to tell you why. There's plenty of artists out there that you can't play their songs in the club or DJ their songs in the club, and they're still great artists. Okay, not one. and that's facts.
And you know what it is?
Unless that artist is from that particular part of the country, you might slide in a, you know what I'm saying, a song here or there. But there are plenty of artists out there. Rakim, you can't tell me not one Rakim song that you're gonna bump in the club. All right. Nas rarely has any songs that you can bump in the club besides "If I Rule the World" or something like that. But I don't even think that you would.
Uchi Wally.
Oh yeah.
Uchi Wally.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But I mean, that was that one. You know what I mean? But Bravehearts, that flopped. You know what I'm saying? So that flopped as a group album.
But Silverback, you got to understand, when you said they don't play certain songs in the club, you got to think about it. It could be beef, or it could lead to some real shit. That's why they don't play them in the club like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't play them in the club like that.
That's one aspect. But what I'm saying is that if you're basing your whole logic behind someone being great and somebody being relevant or whatever, because you can't play their songs at a club or DJ their songs, whatever, that's not a good argument, because there's plenty of historical rappers or whatever that don't have songs that you want to play in the club. You know what I mean? So that's my whole thing about that.
Yeah. But I was just saying, like, the reason I was saying is, like, you know, they don't play certain songs because you probably not from that state. And they play a certain song, something could pop off. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it the way I said it. You know what
I'm with Denise on this, but she said I don't really listen to much West Coast rap artists. Only a few artists I like, and mainly Southern rap artists I like better. See, growing up, I was a West Coast guy, listening to West Coast music. Okay, because the only people that we had in the South whenever I was growing up is Ghetto Boys, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We listened to NWA. It's just me and E. She's from the West Coast. Me and E were talking, and I was naming off these West Coast artists, Sally Sale, The Click, all those guys I listened to. You know what I'm saying? Growing up.
Yeah.
Because the West Coast during that time was really, you know, where it was at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
East Coast had their mark, but the West Coast, it was popping. You know what I'm saying? Then once I got older, you know, the South started coming up, and then you got everybody from ATL coming out in the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? So I was really a West Coast guy. You know what I'm saying? I listened to West Coast music. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think, you know, as time progresses, you know, and like I said, today everybody has that down south sound. You know what I mean? The loud, you know, bass and you know, drawl. Everybody wants our stuff drawl. You know what I'm saying? It's just the South is just, you know, the South sound and the South style is in every part of music these days. You know what I'm saying?
Because look at it like this, like, you know, old songs. Some rappers use old songs and go over the beat with it. You know what I'm saying? They'll use that beat. It'll be something smooth, and then switch it up to something else. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right. Jimbo said that's a lot of folks' problem. There's always been bias when it comes to West Coast music. After Death Row era, the East took it for a while. The South took over and changed it. I totally agree with that. That's exactly true. You know what I mean? You know, the South was always sandwiched in the middle of that East Coast West Coast thing. And so even today, if you listen to West Coast artists and East Coast artists, there's a chip on each other's shoulder. And that's the reason why a lot of people don't support, you know, different. I'm not saying line up like that, but I'm just saying. But you can tell that there's a chip on particular sides' shoulders because of you know where they're from. That's
So I want to say this.
Go ahead, bro.
It was months ago. The Billboard charts were doing the top
Hey, Joe.
20. They were doing the top 25 artists of the 21st century, and this is up my alley because this is where it came to data.
Right.
And me and my sister was talking about it, and they had revealed they finally got to 10 to 3, 10 to 4. And before I even read the list, she said, based on all your conversations, the top 3 is going to be between Rihanna, Taylor Swift, and Beyonce. And I said, that's exactly who it's going to come down to, because their sales completely eclipses every other artist that could be on the list. And number 10 was Adele, and she absolutely deserved that spot. Number 9 was, I think it was Ariana Grande, which had me confused. Then we went into Justin Bieber. Then we went into Kanye West. Then Britney Spears. Then Lady Gaga.
Right.
And then I immediately knew Drake was next. There was no possible way he wasn't. And then he dropped. So then number 3 was Rihanna, which led to the number 2 and number 1 spot. And I said Taylor Swift would win because of her accolades, because of her tour recently, but Beyonce is going to win because of longevity. And that's exactly what the top Billboard said.
I agree. I agree with your with that. I agree with everything you just said. You know what I mean?
And that's why I say it's all about, because when we talked about the A-list rappers that was in our chat, this is why I brought up people like Lil Wayne, Eminem, Jay-Z, Nicki Minaj, Kanye West, Drake, because of their sales.
Right.
Their sales are astronomically on another level.
I agree. I totally agree.
Where Kendrick and J. Cole were not on that level.
What's up with it, y'all? Y'all tap in. What you got on it? What you got on it, Urban?
Man, you got me coming up here on this chat. You did this on purpose, bro.
What's up with it, big bro, Jimbo?
Hey, let me
What's going on?
Hey, let me clear up this thing about the DJing real quick, all right?
Okay.
So this how it is with DJing. Whenever we at a club or it could be a private event or whatever the case may be, right? We got 3 phases what we do, right? The first phase is the opening / lounge music. The second phase is build up, and the final phase is closing. And so throughout all 3 of them phases, right? I'm telling y'all that Kendrick music do not be in none of them phases at all until he started beefing with Drake. No person, including the club promoter, club owner, never asked to have Kendrick Lamar music in the lineup at all, period, bro. Now there be certain times like doing like lounge music, whatever, that they'll probably play one of Kendrick's old music, from back in the day. But it's like rare you hear DJs playing Kendrick Lamar music on the cool though. So that's why I was trying to tell y'all that I'm not taking away to do accolades. I'm not taking away, certain tracks that he put out. It'd be like bangers or hits, but that dude, to me, he's known as a seasonal rapper. He have his moments where he have some hits, and that's it. Then right after he have his hits, he be gone for a couple of years or whatever. So then that's how he putting out a couple of more, and that's it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not taking away from him like winning awards or anything like that. But overall, when it comes to the popularity and stuff for Kendrick Lamar, that dude was not that super popular until he got pushed up to be popular, which is through the Super Bowl and prior to that Drake beef. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
So I'm a counter. I want to counter a couple of things, Urban, because I'm listening. I'm trying to listen with an unbiased Southern perspective, because Lionel mentioned earlier about some East Coast rappers such as AZ, Nas, etc. Do I think Kendrick is at Nas level? No, but those artists aren't popular in the club either. I can't call when an AZ. I can recall more songs that has been played from Kendrick Lamar than AZ and Foxy Brown compared together. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe was a club banger. Poetic Justice, the Janet Jackson sample for In the Thunder and Rain was a strip club song. And I'm from Miami. And it was popular also in Magic City when I lived 7 years in Atlanta too. So I really think that Kendrick, first of all, there is a bias against West Coast music.
It is.
There's been a discussions about that as well. Ever since the Death Row era died off, East Coast came back when Jay-Z and Nas, you had Rockefeller, you had G-Unit, you had Rough Rider. East Coast took it back. Then the South came with Snap Your Fingers, all the dance moves from the Atlanta. Atlanta took over with that. And then the South took over. You had Outkast. I'm from the South, right? Growing up, we didn't know about no Jay-Z in Miami. We knew about Scarface. Does that mean that Jay-Z is not a top artist, a lyrical artist? No, it don't mean that. I think that your culture, your region, environmental factors, all that play a part. And I also think that Kendrick music isn't for everybody, because he's not into making you tap your feet and clap your hands all day long. He has a lot of deep, some therapeutic music that makes you really think about I gotta get my shit together. The man talk about, and that's the reason why he was able to lyrically do what he did to Drake, because you can't talk shit about me, because I done created albums exposing myself. So what you're talking about, I already put on wax myself. However, you, a public facade, who brags about coming from his Jewish community, and now you wearing all black, throwing up signs, like he called them B-Rag from Malibu Most Wanted. And when you get out of character and you start rapping or acting like something you not, that's when you start getting exposed. Granted, I come from Liberty City. I'm 44 years old. You ain't gonna hear me sitting around bragging about, man, I come from the trenches and all that, because those who come from that, we're blessed that we made it out of it. So when we see people who carry on and act like rapping about the trenches is something to glorify, and we know you had a silver spoon in your mouth, it's only a matter of time that people get past the money, the fame, the material stuff, until they realize, like, homie, you a fraud. And he legitimately said that. He said, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he acts tough. And I feel the same way. As long as you're talking about getting your heart broke, as long as you tootsie slide and all of that, that's cool. But when you get into talking about all that, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. I want, and then another thing too, we are so tough on one another. We give others passes and they be trash as fuck. They music have no type of delivery in it. They ain't talking about shit. All they doing, they got the beat better than the lyrics. But we give them a pass. I just want to say that ain't no way, homie, got 17, because see what happened was people started throwing up what Drake was selling this and Drake was doing that and Drake. So then people started putting out Kendrick catalog, then it became a problem. Oh, mention Kendrick name and they give him a Grammy. So it's like you gotta stop moving the goalposts when your ass get whooped and learn how to take an L. My grandfather always told me, a true character of the man doesn't define how he carry himself when he wins. A true character. Let me clarify that. One of the true characters of a man is how he conducts himself after a loss. And the way homie is conducting himself, to me and where I come from, bro, you violating all type of codes. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But musically, to get back to the music, man, give that man some credit, man. That man got classic albums. That man talking about stuff that our community need to hear. But we are so acclimated to Tootsie Slide, we want to. I'm serious. We want
Yeah.
to Tootsie Slide. We in the mirror want to paint our fingernails and duck lip and all of that stuff, and it's popular. Let's get back to some real lyrics like what Lionel was saying, because I'm an AZ fan. I like AZ. I think Nature was overlooked as well.
But no one's gonna talk about that.
AZ Do or Die album. I'm a Nas fan.
But again, no one's gonna talk about that.
But my ear don't stop in the East Coast. Because I'm also, to me, my goat is Scarface. It ain't pop, it ain't Jay-Z. I'm from the South. So my goat when I grew up was Scarface. You know what I'm saying? My hip hop group before Outkast was 8 Ball and MJG.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was a Swab House kid. I was a Rap-A-Lot kid. I wasn't a Rockefeller kid. I wasn't Mobb Deep or none of that, because that's the area I come from. That's my environment. We thrived off a lot of Southern music, and then you had Trick, which was a given, and you had that music. But it doesn't. I'm not taking away from the Ice Cube, the Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, the Chronic, because we had all of that too.
Yeah.
But I think that, man, we're very dismissive when it comes to K-Dot, and I think it's deeper than what I think it's beyond surface level.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's a superior lyricist, but I'm saying the shit that he got, that man earned that stuff.
Yeah.
He earned that stuff.
I agree. Y'all go ahead, the floor is y'all, man. But all I'm saying is, what he said in a nutshell, I think it just comes from different where you from, you know. Like, you know, I grew up like that. I'm from the South, so I'm biased, but I also just don't label me in the South. I listen to all of it. You know what I'm saying? And so I can't sit there and say he's trash. You know, that's folks' opinion, but you know, but my whole thing is, you know, there's a lot of different artists, man, that are goats. That are some of the greatest of all time that don't have club bangers. That's facts. That's all I'm saying. And you can't go by, you know, there's a lot of artists out there that are so freaking underrated. You know what I'm saying? That if you want to go by sales and so forth and so on, okay, that's you. But there's a lot of, you know, Rakim was never a guy that was like topping the charts all the time. Now he had some good songs and stuff. He did, you know, early 80s or whatever. But he wasn't up there like selling, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't number one or selling millions and millions of copies, you know what I'm saying? So,
but you see what you just did there, though. Here's the thing. Y'all can't bring up Grammys and awards if I can't bring up the data that pretty much shows who's selling out.
Well, Urban was saying stuff about him not, basically, nobody was talking about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not my talking point.
But let's look at the culture of hip hop right now, right? So the culture you spoke, so the era you spoke of, your favorite artist, Lionel, what was top priority back then? Lyrics, right? You had to be a lyrical assassin back then, right?
Yeah.
We are in an era now where people are more infatuated with you crashing out or going viral. Damn the lyrics. Yeah. As long as I got a beat I could create a TikTok dance to, then that's cool, right? So you got a guy who's talking about he had got a song talking about daddy issues. Got another song talking about infidelity on his wife. Got another song talking about community issues in the Black community, right? All of that in an era where people want to shake their ass, men painting their fingernails, taking duck lips in the mirror, clothes are getting skimpier and skimpier for females in the club, right? and he's selling the way he's selling. It's not like his style of music is even popular right now and he's doing what he's doing. I appreciate that he made the last album GNX, which is not like his previous albums, because I personally believe that's his way of saying, if you mother effers want to clap y'all hands and shake y'all butts, let me give y'all an album to do that. Let me dumb it down. Let me let y'all squabble up. Let me give y'all some TikTok things y'all can do as far as screaming mustard across the video and all of that, right? Let me show y'all I can do that. Let me show y'all I can do an album and push it up there. And then he gonna go right back to conscious music. It's the era back in the 90s. It was conscious music. Make you think, right? Make you pause it and be like, what is this man talking about? What do you mean by the Elohim of a shooting star and all of this stuff? I don't want to hear that right now. I want to hear about pink bag. I want to hear about she put some up her nose and I got her sipping on a Molly. I want to hear about pulled up on her in my vet, took shorty to the hotel. So because that's simple-minded, easy listening, and the music don't make you go inward. It distracts you from doing the work. And so we in that era right now. The music is all about crashing out, going viral, make a quick hit, make sure your song got an anthem connect to it where it can get on TikTok to get the ratings going, and that's it. But to be lyrical like the J. Cole's, like the Kendrick, hell, like the Joey Badass, like the Daylight, that ain't popular right now. It's too deep, it's too boring, and you hear that all the time. And that's just one example to talk about where a lot of us are at mentally, right? We ain't trying to critically think. We want everything right on the plate. We want surface level stuff. If we got to go beyond the surface, man, hell with that. I ain't got time for that.
I mean, Racho Taco Point that you're mentioning right now, would it be safe to say that that's what Ken did? He literally sold out just so he could get this viral moment with Drake?
I don't think he sold out because Drake and Kendrick been throwing punches at each other for about 13 years now. It was only a matter of time this was going to happen. Ever since Kendrick Lamar did that Control verse, and he freestyled and talked about he was going to destroy everybody that came from his XXL cover and beyond. It's always been jabs thrown at each other in both of their albums. So it was only a matter of time, Urban, before this was going to happen. I think what happened was when they did First Person Shooter, Kendrick jumped on Future's song and did that verse on Like That. And when he said, "Mother F the Big Three, it's just me," that's what ignited it, because at that point everybody was like, okay, it ain't no more subliminals. Both of y'all throwing direct shots. So what's up? And that's what caused it. So throughout both of their albums, if you listen, man, they've been subbing each other for the longest.
Yeah.
Ever since they did that song Poetic Justice together, something happened that a lot of us don't know about, because even in the subs, they know what's going on, but we don't. But it's been brewing up to that. It's just like you having an issue with a person, right? And it's like, you stay over there, homie, I'm gonna stay over here. As long as you stay over there, we ain't got no problem. But if somebody come to you talking about him, man, I ain't got no problem with homie, but don't bring him around me. Yeah. And every now and then he throw a jab at you verbally, you throw one back. Whenever you ready, buddy, I'm on that type of time too. And eventually you meet up somewhere or it happens somewhere, and when it happens, it's on point. It ain't no talking no more. Nope. No, it's quick. And he said it too. He said, that's just a friendly fade, meaning this just a friendly head up. Let's keep it that way. As soon as homie went in talking about this man's wife, all bets off.
Yeah, it was on.
All bets off.
It was on.
And that's what we missing, right? It ain't that he sold himself out of none of that. It's just that a man ain't gonna let nobody keep taking shots at him, and let alone talk about their wife. Now I'm for to annihilate you. So don't ask me to calm down. Don't ask me to cool out. I'm going to drop 3 bangers in 24 hours on your head top, as they say in Canada or wherever Drake be saying, and I'm going to hurt your feelings. And the song he did, Euphoria, is prophetic, because everything he said that was going to happen is exactly what homie doing.
Yep.
And this is all facts. He said it.
Yeah.
J. Cole was sending out subliminals too. I mean,
Yeah.
all of that's what I'm saying. All of those guys, and if you notice, if they get on J. Cole, especially J. Cole and Kendrick, if they hop on somebody's track or whatever, they're throwing shots at Drake. These rappers, they're talking about Drake, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're throwing subliminal shots at anybody that they feel like that they're better than. You know what I'm saying? So this stuff has been brewing. It has nothing to do with clout chasing or anything like that.
No.
And let's talk about it, right? How many hip hop artists you know brag about being married and have a wife, right? I think on one song he said it's better to have one woman because outside is tricky right now. Right? The man bragging about stuff that we don't want to hear. Because when we hear about rap music, it's about being a player, having several chicks on your side, and all of that stuff, right? This man is talking about stuff like that. And what's happening is the tables are turning now. The tables are turning now because people are like, hold on. The man we once knew had the crown is a facade.
Yeah.
Right? He has been torn to pieces. And not only did he lose in this arena and everybody watched, he don't know how to take a loss.
No, he don't.
Wait a minute. Since when did Drake have a crown, though, bro?
Drake has been, for the last 10 years, Drake has been dominating hip hop.
Yeah, I was about to just say that.
For the last 10 years, Drake has been the man of hip hop. He has been the man.
He's held the crown longer than any rapper or hip hop artist in history. He literally has been the king for the last decade.
Yes. And so it's like everybody last year around May, everybody watched these dudes in about, I think, a span about 21 days, drop these diss records against each other. And you watch the person that has all of the records for selling, albums and streams and all of this stuff, top tour, feature with everybody. I mean, got about 13 different fake accents. You watch all of that, and you watch a little kid from Compton who stay over here in his conscious music in his corner, finally open his mouth and just take his sword and cut you in the middle and dissect you in front of the world. And then make a song to prophesize that after I finish with you, this is how you're going to carry yourself. This is how you're going to act. This is what you're going to do. You're going to be on the internet posting memes. You're going to be all in the mirror taking duck look pictures. You're going to play the victim. And he's doing all of that stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
It's only so long when you can fake it. And that's not only in music, that's just life.
Yeah.
It's only so long you can fake it. You're going to get exposed.
Yeah.
And nobody gets away from that.
Hold on real quick. DR and ETV. I'm lost at why y'all bringing up a ghostwriter for Drake when Kanye literally told us he's been had ghostwriters his entire career. But yet Kanye's still one of the best-selling acts in history. No one gets on Kanye for his ghostwriters, but he openly has admitted that's what he has.
Kanye first came out as producer, and so I think Kanye, to me, is one of the greatest producers ever. You know what I mean? And so I think before he ever came out as an artist, he came out with so many beats, you know what I'm saying, for people. So yeah, he did have ghostwriters and stuff, but ghostwriting these days, that's prevalent. But I'm just saying, Kanye, all those early Rockefeller records, you know what I'm saying? I was listening to one at the gym on my playlist with Scarface, Jay-Z, and my boy from Philly. I can't.
Beanie Siegel?
Huh?
Beanie Siegel?
Beanie Siegel, yeah.
That's another one. That's a lyrical assassin.
Exactly. We didn't mention him, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, Beanie Siegel was nice.
That song that I listened to, Guess Who's Back? That's a Kanye beat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's even before he started rapping.
Yeah.
So that's just, I agree with you, Lionel. Yeah, he said he had ghostwriting.
I'm just keeping the playing field fair. when they have that competition between Taylor Swift and Beyonce. One is the better singer, one is the better writer. It helps that Taylor writes 98% of all her songs versus Beyonce, who has 140 writers on deck.
You got to understand, Beyonce had a rocky career with the. She was good with Destiny Child. Then all of a sudden, it just tanked off. You know what I mean? I remember when they performed at the Lakers game years ago, and they got booed out of the damn stadium. You know what I mean? They were playing all these anti-men type songs or whatever. Bills.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I think they plateaued. Then they broke off. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. The same thing with Lil Wayne. He had went to a point to where he had plateaued. You know what I'm saying? Then he just took off. You know, again, mid 2000s, something like that. Towards the end of 2000. What, 8, 9, 10, something like that?
Yeah.
Well, y'all, the floor is y'all's, man. He said ghostwriting and writing your own verses is relevant when you're talking about lyrics, but I'm old school rap.
You asked the question earlier. It was on my mind, and it does kind of change the topic, but it was on my mind because I was complaining about it.
Okay.
And it was about how DC Comics had released the Power Company. And, as a black writer, I have a problem with a large amount of the black superheroes that we celebrate because they're all written by white people.
Gotcha.
And it's only in the last 20 years that they started incorporating black people to help write some of the characters. But when it's like, hey, we're going to talk about Storm, she was written by 4 white men. When you're, talking about Falcon, 2 to 3 white dudes, or Captain America as they call him now. When you're bringing up Green Lantern, 2 white men. It's damn near every superhero that's popular was created by a white guy. I mean, Static Shock was created by a black guy, but he on the shelf.
Yeah.
Blue Marvel was created by a black guy, but he on the shelf.
Right.
People like Icon sitting on the shelf. So, I was having this argument earlier, and it always goes back to the Spawn comment. Because Spawn, people love Spawn, but created by a white guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, why should it matter as long as we have representation? And I'm like, y'all niggas just accept anything.
Right.
Because just being real, people love the superhero genre, but yet they don't support the black people that's actually creating these guys.
Let me ask you something. Do you feel like there's a lot of black artists and writing out there and they're just not being discovered? Or you think there's a lack of?
It's not about discovery at this point, because we do have a large amount of black artists. They had this list that I had mentioned in one of Urban shows, and it was a list of 200 writers and artists that, have come a long way. Out of this list of 200, only 7 were actually writers. Everyone else was an artist. And I knew half of the names. And I'm just like, y'all funny. There are creators, don't get me wrong. There's dudes in the indie scene, but most of them aren't promoting their work either. You talk to these indie writers, they think black people are not going to help, they're not going to support them. That's generally their mindset.
Absolutely.
They're like, you're going to support the white writer who writes the black guy, but you're not going to support the black writer that writes the black guy.
So how can we? So you being a writer, bro, how can we fix that?
I mean, people really need to just look up some of these stuff. There are legitimate sites that are selling Afrofuturism books, that are selling sci-fi fantasy works for black authors. And I helped this guy, Dexter Carr, publish his book. I edited it and helped him publish it. He got a book called The Trinity Tribe, the Black author. He went to his book signing event. 40 people there, literally. The only black person there was his mom.
Oh, wow.
Promoted in a black area, which made it even worse.
Wow.
A lot of it. Go ahead.
But man, my daughter, I had introduced her to your work online and stuff, and you know how many young ladies they have your mind, bro. I'm talking about young black ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I brought that up on Urban Show too.
And it's just I just wonder how we can bring that out as a people. How we can just support each other more and just kind of like bring that out to the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
When you're talking about science fiction, metaphysics, ontology, paraphilosophy, metalogic, when you're talking about these subjects, more often than not, in terms of this genre, you will find women in it versus the men.
Right.
Even in Africa, you're most likely to find the women writing about this stuff than you are the men.
Right. I didn't know that it was a black woman that came up. Well, she's coming out and saying that she came out with the whole concept of the Keanu Reeves, whatchamacallit?
I'm still on the fence on that one.
The Matrix, huh?
I'm still on the fence with that.
Okay, so you on the fence with that?
I know the story, but I'm on the fence with it.
Oh, gotcha.
But again, to be fair, I'm not going to completely shut it out because consistency shows black women have a habit of creating ideas like this.
Right.
And you're going to find more of them in the fan fiction area doing stuff like this also.
Gotcha.
But the black people don't support this.
Why?
Let me just say not at large. I don't want people to be like, not everybody. No, not at large. They don't support. I can't. They've been whitewashed. They've been white brainwashed. All they see, they accept the black hero on screen. I was having a talk with Samar Gorilla, and I brought up how I don't like the Black Panther movie. But yet people are, raising their hand, Wakanda forever. And I'm sitting here like, this literally was created by two white men.
Yeah.
Literally. Wakanda, the concepts involved, all of it created by two white men.
Right.
But we're going to look at it, oh yeah, well they got a black director now. I don't give two craps. It was created by two white men.
Right.
They envisioned us better than what we did.
I think Kirby is the one that actually came up with it, wasn't it? Jack Kirby?
Yeah, and here's the thing about that, because they got a whole thing because people would be like, what if you stole the ideas? We got a whole rap sheet of Stan Lee stealing ideas from different comic book writers and creators. Black Panther ain't nowhere near on that list. So I have no problem shutting that one down. But I'm in an argument with this because they're trying to be like, you should just accept the fact that we just have the black faces there. But I'm like, but we not respecting the black creators. We not appreciating them. We not throwing them out there in the spotlight. But we'll sit here and get hyped up for all these black writers, black characters that were created by these white writers. And when you bring it up, it doesn't make people say, hey, let me go look these guys up.
I know how to solve the problem.
Go ahead.
I know exactly how you can solve the problem. All you got to do is do what they're doing right now in this music industry. Create a beef with each other.
Oh, man.
You're going to start selling. Because that's obviously what's going on, right? As long as you create a beef with each other, as long as you go back and forth, frustrated one 12 to 13-year-old beef with each other, go back and forth, and then your books, comic books, and all this stuff gonna start studying. But with that, you're gonna have to start with black people beefing with white people. So if you're a black author, right, you're gonna have to beef with Captain America. You're gonna have to beef with Black Panther. You have to beef with Stan Lee and all of them. You know what I'm saying?
And that's gonna be a risk. That is definitely a risk.
And just keep it and get it popping. That's the only, because that's the only stimuli that's going to get people to look at the books and listen to the movies and different things like that. It's through drama and beef, right? I'm just saying.
No, Lionel got a point, but that it's a sad point. But Lionel telling the truth. I mean, Urban telling the truth, man. But I Lionel, when you broke that down, right, I 100% agree with you, and I think that mentality it's a virus across so many other different perspectives in our culture as well. I don't know what it is about being extremely passive or hesitant to support something from somebody that looks like you, right? Now, you can provide that strip to the opposite ethnicity that you are, and people jump right on it and love it and say kudos to it. But somehow, with a lot of us, as soon as we find out that the executive director or the founder of this looks like us, people become hesitant. And that always bothered me, right? So one of the things I was talking to my homeboy about, I was on the phone with him and he was scrolling on Instagram. And he said, man, I'm so tired of seeing this effing ad that keep coming by. And it was an ad that was promoting a clothing line that was ran by Black people. I ain't gonna say the name, but if y'all don't, you know what I'm talking about. And I said, what? I said, I brought something from that. He said, that stuff ugly. I said, if it had double G's on it, or 2 C's on it, or LV on it, you'll be jumping right on it. And that, it bothers me a lot, bro. I felt you when you said that. I'm pretty sure you have some creative ideas in the vault, and a lot of that probably is probably a struggle for you simply because of you being a Black man, bro. And oftentimes, it be the ones that look like you and I that won't even give the genuine support. They won't come out and genuinely support it until it's popular and it's being supported by other people. You know what I'm saying? And that's not only that's across the board with a lot of things, bro. A lot. I see it at work. And I work for the government. I see it in so many, ain't nothing cool until you get the stamp of approval by some folks that don't look like you and I. And I think that is very sad nowadays. Mm-hmm. It's very sad.
Yeah, I think another reason is because of the mistrust behind it too. Let's keep it real too. A lot of us Black people, we don't know how to conduct business the way that it need to be conducted. We have this entitlement mentality, thinking that since you Black and you also Black, then you instantly supposed to support me without producing a great product to even be purchased to begin with in the first place. I'm one of them type of dudes, man. I will support Black businesses real quick, but at the same time, when you be going to some of these businesses, not all of them, but when you go to some of them, their customer service be awful, the management be awful, and on top of that, the product be, average at best. It don't be good quality product. It be almost as though as they shortcut their product versus when you have a more professional product. Like, say for example, it's a Black clothing brand, right? Instead of buying the good quality product like Polo or Gucci and different things like that, make sure it's real good quality for your purchase. They want to shortcut it, then get upset when you point out to them like, man, this ain't quality stuff, man. I bought your stuff and it already shrunk on me. Like, what's up? Oh man, you hating on me? You know what I'm saying? You got a crab with the barrel mentality. No, I'm just giving you a critique on your product. You need to do better product. And that's why it happens. You giving that constructive criticism, they get upset about it, then all of a sudden they saying that you hate on them, but it don't be nothing like that at all, bro.
I agree with you, Lionel. I mean, I agree with you, Urban. I agree with you, but I also think that we passive when it's other people, right? You know what I'm saying? Like we'll go to a restaurant that's not ours, and they'll be slow as hell with the food, and we'll sit right there. I remember, especially because I was raised by my grandparents. I put my grandma, I'd be like, "Grandma, I'm hungry." They take it to the boy, hush. This day restaurant, they'll spit in your food back there, but we wouldn't leave. But let me go to Bobo and Tasha in them restaurant. Come on, let's go home. We'll eat something at home. Ain't nobody gonna wait here all goddamn day for no food from them.
Yeah.
And I'm being real. Or we'll go inside of Macy's or Dillard's, and the person that asks us 10 times, "Can I help you?" And we know after the second time that they ain't asking us, "Can they help you?" because they're seriously interested. They're concerned. But we'll stay right in there and spend $250 and $300 and don't walk out of Dillard's or Macy's or somewhere like that. So what I'm saying is that you are absolutely right, Urban, but we have to be consistent with holding people accountable. With good customer service. We can't be 10 times tough on people that look like us and passive on people that don't look like us and still spend our dollars with them. I don't care if you purple, pink, yellow. If you make me feel uncomfortable, F your establishment, I'm going to get in my car and I'm gone.
Yeah, facts.
And that's the truth, because I see it. Even down, for case in point, there's a mall down in Miami that sells a lot of high-end clothes and stuff. When we come in there, they do not treat us the same like they treat others. But yet we're still sitting there. We'll pay $750 for Balenciagas. We'll leave out of there with a YSL purse. We'll leave out of there with Louis. And them people treat us like SHIT in there. But we won't leave. But let us go inside of an urban store that's selling clothes too. One little problem. And we ready to call baby daddy. We ready to call the brother and the homies. We ready to shoot up the store and everything. And that's my problem right there. I always tell people, don't pick and choose who and when to hold people accountable. Make sure it's straight across the board.
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree with you. We be way more critical with each other on the crew, though. We really do. I don't know. It's because we require a higher expectation with each other. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I agree with you on that. We don't need to be that way towards each other. We need to we need to hold each other accountable, but also in certain situations we need to exercise some grace too. You know what I mean?
And like you said, and they gotta understand, they gotta hold their they have to hold their business. They have to be accountable business people as well.
Yeah, facts.
Right? Because we all know no matter what we do, we have to do it 10 times better. Right. So if you coming in there and like I tell my 14-year-old son, and even when me and my baby mama talk, if you want to get your point across to me and you know that it's constructive, you better present it to me with some empathy. Because if not, I'm going tone deaf because I'm a grown man, so you're not going to talk to me any kind of way. Because if you think you can come at me any kind of way, whether the message is important or not, I don't want to hear that shit. So I think that we have to hold ourselves accountable how we speak to people as well. But they have to also remember that your presentation, your establishment is damn near gonna have to be 10 times better because because it's effed up, but that's how the game is over here.
Yeah.
Right? But I think a lot of times, right, good advice, good recommendations, because I'm big on alleviating the word need. I feel like I shouldn't tell nobody what they need. They don't need to tell me what I need. As a man, you give me recommendations, you give me advice, you give me suggestions, because the word need is very triggering. So I was listen, bro, you know what I'm saying? My recommendation, I like your spot. Boom, 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 boom. I ain't impede. I'm just saying from a customer's perspective. A lot of times what happened is, because my sister do this, she'll go on the spot, damn, it's hot as F-U-C-K, and y'all ain't got no air conditioning here, but y'all want people to spend money. And I'll tell her, I'll be like, sis, you're gonna start a war instead of solving a solution. Talking like that, like relax, because I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. You know what I'm saying? But everything, it starts with delivery. Everything starts with delivery. Verbal delivery is very important. So I got you, big dog. As a matter of fact, because you're not satisfied, man, with the customer service, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me throw this little keychain in there for you, bro. That's just my way of saying thank you for your advice. I hope you come back. It could go from that to you ain't got to bring your ass back here no more. You can take your ass down, down there with such and such and such, because you ain't gonna come up in my establishment talking to me like that. It's that simple.
Yeah, facts. I agree with that, bro. I agree with it. Because me personally, that's why I do every time I be in any type of establishment, especially in black business, man. I always go in. I support. But also, if it be a certain situation that I see, I'll let them know about it. I won't be no asshole about it, but I'll give them just like say the delivery and stuff. I'll be modest on the delivery and just letting them know like, hey, look, man, this is what it is. Is there any way you can correct this or fix it? Then that'd be cool on that versus being ghetto as hell and being loud and obnoxious. You know what I'm saying?
I think the main thing, I think one of you guys pointed it out, it's about consistency, you know what I'm saying? And if we want our folks that look like us to make it and want them to succeed out there in the industry, whether it's writing, restaurants, content creating, whatever, you have to be consistent. And as Urban said, this is a year of accountability. Big Jimbo, he pointed out about accountability. Hold yourself accountable to it. Have people around you to help push you to be better. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you can put yourself and your name out there. You know what I'm saying? Consistency, holding yourself accountable, having a team around you that's going to, hey, you can do better on that. You know what I'm saying? You need to do better on this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I see is lacking. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, yeah, I get it. But still, at the end of the day, people gonna do what they do anyway. That ain't gonna never change. People gonna go in the stores and say what they gonna say. Some people gonna allow it, some people ain't. That's just how it goes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even with those, you can have the opportunity to weed them out. Where their mentality at. That's like me hiring somebody who have that same type of mentality. If I know they got that, I know right off the bat that they're not going to be good for business at all. So I don't want them to be part of the thing. Or it could be a customer that's like that as well too. If they had already walking in with that mentality or something, then I don't need your business because I know it's not going to be good for business at all. You know what I'm saying? If they continue business with me.
Absolutely.
But Silverback, man, I'm about to step down, man. But I appreciate you for letting me come up here, man.
Absolutely, man.
I appreciate everybody's opinion. I listen to everything what they had to say. So, But
you're welcome to come up anytime, bro.
All right, fellas, y'all be easy.
All right, be easy, big bro.
All right. You too.
All right, have a good one. Great discussion, fellas. Let me give a commercial break, and then we're gonna end this thing. All right, hold on just a second. I want to say shout out to T-Cat, and she is the reasoning for us being so great when it comes to this, the artwork and so forth and so on. So y'all go subscribe to T-Cat, and we'll be back after these commercial breaks. All right, man. This has been a great discussion, man. Lionel, big bro Jimbo, big bro Urban. Man, we need to do another all-men panel again, man. This has been a great discussion. We need to plan to do that. We just need to plan to do that, man. This is just reminiscent of some guys just talking in the at the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Kicking back and just having different perspectives, talking about, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate it, all of y'all coming up, man. Lionel, if you're still there, what you got going on? What's your final thoughts on everything?
Good conversation. I appreciate you for having me up. I'm still working on my animated shorts at the moment. I mean, obviously not right now, but that's what I got going on. I'll have essentially a 6-minute anime episode out by August. But if y'all want to see some of the new stories, go to www.airtothestars.com. That's what I got going on, man.
Awesome. Can y'all, can somebody, before we end this thing, can we put his link in there so we can all support my brother, my little bro, a very talented artist. As I was saying earlier in the chat, even my daughter was looking at his stuff, and I was like, wow, you know what I mean? So we need to promote him, and we need to get him out there. You know what I'm saying? So, Jimbo, what's your final thoughts, big bro? I appreciate you coming up as always.
No doubt. Nah, they wasn't gonna. I couldn't let them beat up my dog, K-Dot. As always, I appreciate having a discussion, because it's a thin line between having a discussion and an argument. The fact that men can get on a stream and agree and disagree and leave this and everybody still be cool and have good relationships, that's what's most important to me.
Absolutely, man. I know each one of y'all can see online where it turns into disrespect, but that's not going to happen on these parts, whatever, because I believe every man on the panel that I rock with, man, in our community here, we're all men, and we know how to agree to disagree. And I think that we're setting an example of how a YouTube page and content creators, how we can just agree to disagree. If we rock with each other, we still gonna rock with each other, but we're gonna lead with respect. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I appreciate, you guys, man. Urban, what's up, man? How you feeling? What you got going on? What's your final thoughts, bro?
Man,
how you feeling so far? How you feeling any better?
Man, I'm feeling uncopacetic. But yeah. I'm hanging in there, man. You know how us men do. We hard head. We don't like to listen. So I got a lot of stuff going on. So I'm still trying to push myself to do that. But yeah, this was a good discussion. Look, I can't even talk straight. I'm feeling so bad. But yeah, it's a good discussion, man. Jimbo had cooked me on a silver platter, man. Decimated me while I'm sick. That's all right, bro. You sit up here and got me while I was tired, bro. That's all right, bro. It's sick. But I'm gonna come back. I know how to conceive, bro. I like, yeah, he got me, bro. And then my mind's so messed up. I like, man, I can't even think straight right now. You got it, bro. But nah, he did. He had some real good talking points about cool though. So shout out to Jimbo, man. I appreciate the conversation. Lionel as well too. Well, Lionel, he has some really good talking points as well too. Holding your boy accountable. We're like, man, Urban, I'm just saying.
Hey, we need to.
And you too as well, SBK, man. Yeah, so all y'all, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a real good conversation like always, man. Yeah, Much respect to y'all for real, man. Yeah, so I'm on what I got going on. Well, I supposed to be doing a live today, but thank God SBK did one, so I don't have to.
Hey
So,
man, get well, man. Get well.
yeah, but I may do it tomorrow, depending on how I feel. Sure, if not, then Lionel he gonna do it. I'm gonna give him the whole script. He gonna do a shoot.
You gonna do it? There you go. What's going
I mean,
on,
I
Steve?
can.
What'd you say, Lionel?
But I can.
There you go.
But I'm
man.
going off script.
There you go.
I already got the topic and everything, man. So, hey, I don't think you need a script for this line. I think you can just cook without a script, bro. On the cool though.
That's what I'll do.
Yeah, so the show it was talking about damn, what I was gonna talk about? It was something about talking about women not communicating or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, I got this.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, hold up. I got it right here. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. And I know Lionel could cook on this one for real.
I want to appreciate everybody from the lounge family coming over, man. Speak.
Oh, it was women don't like to be corrected. That's what I was going to talk about.
Oh, I got
to be corrected. Yeah.
Women can't communicate, and we don't like to be corrected. I'll do both.
Yeah, you put it. I was going to do it all in one, bro. So yeah.
So you know what time you gonna go live? You think about 8 or 9 or?
No, normally be about like around about 8 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Gotcha. Speaks. I want to talk about me going into my billionaire. What the world?
He talk about Lord Dior putting her hand on her head. You see, they know good and darn well. They don't like to be corrected. I don't know why y'all sitting up here.
They already starting. See, live example.
Oh my goodness! Hey man, I appreciate y'all coming up. Y'all go check out Urban and his page, and he's going live tomorrow. So y'all go and subscribe up. Hey, Miss Rita, you just missed a real good live session. You got to check the replay. My boys up here were cooking. You know what I mean? They're cooking. You know what I mean? So, you guys stay tuned to us. Friday, we got a great topic coming up. Friday, Sis and I have been talking about this today. About what we were talking, we've been executive producing what we're talking about. So we were debating on doing 2 topics, but we're going to combine the 2 topics into one, and it's going to be a great discussion. So y'all tune in Friday at the Tap In Podcast at 8 p.m. Central Time. All right. Right now, you guys don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe up to the SBK channel. Make sure you put your post notifications on whenever I go live and drop. And we're going to be consistent over here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up with that. You know what I mean? So with that being said, hey, thanks everybody for coming in, joining. Again, I want to thank Lionel. I want to thank Kevin Corpenden. I want to thank my big bro, Jimbo, and the big bro, Urban Lounge for coming up, and everybody in the chat, all of my mods, all of my supporters, man, I appreciate it. This was a great live. So, all right, you guys have a good night. We're going to end this thing, and with that being said, your boy SBK is gone.